Everybody probably has their own unique reasons for running, and I guess that's where I'll focus is the reason I'm in this race is because my wife and I plan on being in this community for a long time. We do have 3 young kids. I'm working in the school systems. I am very fond of this community. I've been living here since 2007, but I've been in the community since 2003, and I think there's just a lot of positive that can happen in the future. Since I've been here, had a lot of great experiences, and want to be a positive force in this community as we go forward. And it was suggested that I might consider running, and I felt like this would be a good avenue for me to try and continue Wilmington down that road of being one of the best cities in the country. I love small communities, grew up in a community very similar, and just want to be a positive force in the community, and I think council is a great way to do it.
Well, the main difference that I would have with actually all the candidates is that I have a wealth of experience, having been on council. This would be my 6th term if I'm fortunate enough to be elected. Therefore, you know, we can continue with things that we've started up to this time, and hope to be able to add that experience to the mix where perhaps other folks, with the exception of one, you know, having not served on council, will have a learning curve. And so my feeling is that I can hit the ground running and continue to add effective leadership to council.
Well, I mentioned earlier, my background, the way I was raised, made me a very stubborn person, someone who was going to take the right path and get the job done no matter what the obstacles. So I'm a hard worker. I've worked all my life. I've worked for everything I have. In the job that I have now, I own and run the shops at the old mill with my son. I don't owe anybody a nickel except for the mortgage on my house. Now, I believe in that. I was trained as an engineer, and as an engineer you're trained to use your brain, to use your mind. And 3 things that I focus on in real life as well as politics is the TLC. And TLC is simply the ability to think, the ability to use logic, and the ability to use common sense. And if you do those things, and if you can figure out what's right, and you do what's right, you're going to make the right decision, no matter what everyone else says.
Well, I am the only Democrat running for office. Currently the City Council is comprised of all Republicans. I'm also the only woman running. If I'm not elected, there will be no Democrats, there will be no women on City Council. I have not been in politics before. This is the first time I've ever run for office. And I have no alliances to anyone except to myself and my own principles and belief system. And I believe that I can offer diversity to City Council that is unfortunately going to be lacking if I'm not elected. I think most people understand that a situation where there's one party in control is not a good system. You need diversity, and out of diversity you get your best solutions for problems. And I would like to provide some of that diversity to City Council and play a part in making decisions for the community.